Paul. Yeah. This is video 8 of 9. I'm loading them as I make them because somebody's been obstructing my use of the internet and has been messing around in my YouTube account and Facebook accounts. Yeah. Now, you and the law, is specifically the feudal law indicated, just a second here, the importance of this little understood and highly specialized field of law is indicated by the fact that it is specifically mentioned in the United States Constitution. Article 1, Section 8 reads, "The Congress shall have power to promote the progress of science and useful arts by securing for limited times to authors and inventors the exclusive right to their respective writings and discoveries." The significance of this constitutional provision is that the federal government has sole jurisdiction and responsibility over patents and copyrights. Now, here's something interesting. Patent law, hang on just a second. Patent law is a specialty within the entire legal field, and if you are seeking a patent on something you have invented or want to get some. Did I put that? No, that's fine. Room and Scientific Library for the U.S. Patent Office conduct a patent search. Yes. Where the more than 4 million patents issued in the United States. Okay. If the search turns up no previously issued patent, the law provides for appeal procedures. Now, wait a second here. Wait a second. If a description, yeah, of your proposed invention has been published in the United States or elsewhere, it is not patentable by you, even though you may not know of that publication. Coach. Now, I have had to document a lot of innovations involving desalinated water, so hot roof technology, recycled garbage, innovations that involve the use of salt and sand and 10-story tall magnifying glasses. Yes, innovations that involve the proportional bed and the 1,000-year toilet. Yes. Now, for every instance that any clone was put on me or my abused sons, for every time you had to read my shit, my piss, or you had to know the come to find out, you violated the United States Constitution, Article 1, Section 8. Now, I'm going to need to know the actual identities of every patented and copyrighted, constitutionally protected innovation and artistic work of all of those, their phone numbers, their IP addresses. Now, when law enforcement did not enforce my constitutional right to due process on July 8th of 2011, and they obligated my 5 sons to be abused for the last 6 years, they refused to enforce the United States Constitution, Article 1, Section 8. Now, I have documented hundreds, could be hundreds of innovations, yes. And I told those that are elected to office, I told sheriffs and judges and justices and mandatory reporters and United Nations employees in every corporation of the United States that my rights to father my sons and remove them from the abusive living situation they've had to endure for the last 6 years is violating my right to patent my innovations. Now, when you consider that I have published all of my innovations, well, that to me looks like they're not patentable now. If a description of your proposed invention has been published in the United States or elsewhere, it is not patentable by you, even though you may not know of that publication. Now, I don't know if YouTube is considered a publication. I don't know if putting my emails on OneDrive is considered the publication of electronic mail so that the public can read it without being encumbered. But when the law says that if it's published anywhere in the United States, it's not patentable by me, I'm going to have to sue every federal employee of the patent office and those that work in copywriting that the use of all the illegal technology that just had to know what I was seeing, saying, and thinking, what I was pissing, what I was shitting, and what I had to orgasm, that any and all use of technology to violate my right to patent my innovations. I'm going to sue you for putting anything on me that might have known what I've been thinking. Now, I'm going to need to know every patent and all that's copyrighted, the IP addresses, the set-top boxes, their voice over IP telephone systems, their cell phones, all incoming and outgoing telephone calls for the last 40 years. And I'm going to want to know if you put a clone on any person that patented any innovation. I'm going to want the child abuse laws enforced today.